So get your pen, get your journal, and get ready because we're about to dig for some gold. My name's David A. Stone. I'm an authorpreneur, a gold mining expert, urban farmer, and now I'm a #1 best-selling author of Your Gold Mine, Brain Digging Gold Guide. This is such an exciting accomplishment for me, but I gotta say, I couldn't have done it without all of you supporting me. So thank you for helping me make this book, Your Gold Mine, Brain Digging Gold Guide, a #1 bestseller. Okay, so now that you understand your true worth, you understand that you're priceless, now what we're gonna do is we're going to assess ourselves in a list of 7 areas. Now these 7 areas are called the 7 G.L.O.W.s, G.L.O.W.s. And if you wanna check it out, it's gonna be on page 168 on the book. It's the 7 G.L.O.W.s. And these are the golden life ores of wealth. So each one of these 7, we need to rate ourselves in from 1 to 10. 10 being we got it all figured out. 1 being we don't know what we're doing in that area. So there's 7 total areas, 7 life ores of wealth that you need to polish in order to truly be wealthy. I haven't really gotten into what wealthy is yet, but wealthy is a state of mind before it is translated into your bank account. So understand that. We need to get wealthy in our mind, step out of the poverty mindset and into the wealthy mindset before that wealthy mindset can turn into actual riches, if that makes sense. These are the 7 areas of life for the pre-assessment that you can rate yourself now, and then once you set your goals and start achieving them, you can come back to this and see how you're doing and if you hit some of those goals. So the first one is internal energy production, healthy energy. We really want to make sure that we're healthy, we're staying healthy, we're eating the right things, we're eating very nutrient-rich foods, we're not eating poison, even unintentionally, and the way I know about doing that is growing my own food, but if, to each their own, buy organic if you can, buy local if you can, but just respect your body and eat healthier. Get some moringa in capsules or a tree or whatever and take moringa every day. It will help you out a lot. I'll get more into what moringa is later. But #1 on the golden life ore of wealth is internal energy production, keeping that energy high and staying healthy. #2 is why, faith, and belief. We need to know why we're doing what we're doing. We need to have faith that it's going to happen, and we need to believe that it's going to come to pass. So we need to rate ourselves on our why. Do we have a why? Is it a strong why? And what's your number in there? #3 is depth of relationship with self and others. It's a very important one because if we don't have a good relationship with ourselves, it's going to be hard for us to have a good relationship with others. So we need to cultivate within ourselves daily affirmations, daily thank yous, daily gratitude. We need to be nicer on ourselves. We need to forgive ourselves because when we get mad at someone else, we need to remember the mirror, that we're probably staring into a mirror and we're probably actually reacting to a trigger that is within us. So understand that other people can't make us react. They can trigger us, but it's up to us whether we react in a good way or another way. It's important to go inside, build this deep internal relationship, and then it will magnify itself and it will actually express itself in a very awesome way with others. So #4 is education and mentorship, because that's a super important one. If we're not getting mentors to help us, if we're not educating ourselves always, then we're slowly finding stagnation or plateaus. We're going to be getting straight up to a plateau where it's going to be all stagnant, and we're going to be like, what's going on? We're going to lose motivation. We're going to lose steam. So we need to continually stay a student and stay educated and seek mentorship through many different ways. And this book shows you a few ways that I do it, but there's a lot of different ways to do it. #5 is creation. We were created by a creator, and that's why we create. So we have the desire to bring new things into existence. We have the desire to bring things to fruition that didn't exist before. And so that is creation. And we have that desire because we were created by the ultimate creator who created everything, in my opinion. You can believe whatever you want on that, but I believe that we were created by a creator who created everything. And that is why we create. I didn't create the tree, but I can plant that seed. Think about that. Number 6 is stewardship. Stewardship is so important because what do you do with the abundance that you're given? And that will determine your stewardship. And then number 7 is money and being completely out of debt. If you're already on the top and you got plenty of this, you don't have to worry about number 7. But number 7 is important for most of you watching this video because out of debt is key, all right? Out of debt is key. Debt can be used as a vehicle to propel us to the next level, but being out of debt is absolutely key to going to the next level, to be able to use debt in a constructive way. Because once we're out of debt, then we can choose to use debt in a constructive way. But while we're in debt, struggling, living above our means, that is the debt we need to eliminate, get out of any way possible. And that is the moment when we're at ground zero, when we're at bottom line. When we think we're doing so well because we have all these awesome cars, but payments on them. We have all these awesome things, but payments on them. When I made over $1 million before I was 25 years old, I also had about $16,000 a month in bills. And that was ridiculous. As a single guy, I had a whole bunch of houses I bought wrong. I had a whole bunch of other things and just monthly bills just all over the place. That was me actually being broke, even though I was making $1 million. And I didn't even realize it. I had a poverty mindset when I was making money. And now I have a wealthy mindset before I start making money. So the wealthy mindset has to come first. Money is only part of the wealthy mindset. In fact, it's only number 7. There are 6 other areas in your life to be wealthy in, not just money. So let's just not just put it all towards money because money is important, but it is not the only thing. But when it was the only thing, I made a lot of it. But now that it's not the only thing, I'm going to make so much more because I'm going to be able to benefit the world with the money that I make. So those are the 7 golden life ores of wealth that I'm excited that I just went through with you. But we need to take those 7 G.L.O.w.s and we need to develop a strategy within our own life. First, we need to rate ourselves on each one of those, and then we need to develop a strategy within each one of those areas to level up. There are 3 steps to clarity. First step is to decide, to choose who you want to be. Who do you want to be? You got to decide it now and choose it now. Number 2 is you have to make a conscious choice to become this new person that you've decided to be. And number 3, you're going to want to apply the intentional paradigm shift process. And that's on page, I believe, 83. Yeah, that's on page 83 in your gold mind. It's the personal paradigm shift process. And it is a 4-step process. You need to apply that after you decide that you want to achieve and want to be this new person.